It's Cody from the Keepers of Nerdom. I'm joined by my friend Blaine.
Hello.
And we wanted to today rank all of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree bosses. And Blaine, you're definitely reading the second one of the list because I can't apparently. We tried already to film this and it didn't work. So let's go through. We're just going to rate them and be pretty simple. First one is Ancient Dragon Man. Where would you put him? And each of us does get one save that we can go, you know what? I'm moving this to where I want it. Go ahead.
B tier. He's just kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
Like, not super flashy, but he didn't need to be.
Yep.
I like his weapon.
I agree.
His weapon's really cool.
It is. He's a neat in the sense of he's there, and it's just kind of fascinating when you have something like that, but he's nothing new or interesting-ish. You can read the second one, please.
Ancient Dragon Sinisex.
Okay. So Ancient Dragon is on the way up to Bale.
The boss you fight before Bale.
Yeah, and he's very much the dream dragon that you fight in the main game when you're doing the
I'll be honest, I don't like him.
Yeah, Deathbed Fia.
He's
quest.
Yes, kind of. He's more of the dragons that you fight just randomly out there.
At Farm Azula? What are you talking about?
So there's two dragons that you fight, but they vanish randomly.
Okay.
He just feels like copy paste.
Really?
Yeah.
And I felt like he was a copy paste to me of the Dream Dragon. Not the same look, but like how he fights.
Yeah. Other than like the Deathblight stuff, but yeah.
Right. It's more just like moveset is what I meant. It was just that.
But it just felt the exact same.
Yeah, he didn't feel like anything exciting. So where would you put him?
Probably D tier.
D?
D or C tier.
I was thinking C. He's still challenging.
He's challenging. Some extent. He's a copy paste.
Yeah. Black Knight Edred. Is he the guy down at the church down at the very beginning of the game? There's Black Knight Edred and Black Knight Garu.
So
I don't remember these two.
So there's two different ones. One's I think at the very end of the beginning of the church.
When you first start the game, you just go down and he's down there. He's a boss fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like pretty much a soldier of God, whatever. Soldier of God. That's what I call it. Yeah. And the second one is you have to do kind of some parkour down a place, walk on the side of the wall, like on top of the wall, go a little bit farther, and he's just there.
I may have missed him. Now I want to find him.
I'll be honest, you probably did. I had to look for him.
Okay. So what would you say for these two? I don't know the second one. I like the first one because it was a good intro.
Literally are just the regular soldiers.
Right.
So probably B tier, C tier.
C tier?
Yeah, I could do C tier.
Yeah.
They're just there.
Yeah.
Like it's just bosses that aren't.
Absolutely. All right. So we have our individual one-on-one fights. First is Rakshasa. Big katana boy.
I really like this fight, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad. I'd say B tier for me for Rakshasa.
Yeah, I get that.
It's just, it was good, but it wasn't like the best.
Yep. Black Gale Knight. I agree with that one. I'm fine with that.
I say A tier. I say, so the thing with Black Knight is he's pretty much a, where are those dudes on it's lower on here. Where's scroll down a bit. If you can.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
If we do, we'll move the screen.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
The dudes on horseback. At the beginning of the regular game, it's here, you can fight this, but you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, you should. So I'm actually going to say something, and I'll challenge it and let you kind of think about this. I almost, to me, give S tier because you run into him really early because he's at the very beginning of the DLC, and he kicks your butt.
Oh, I could say it's S tier. Yeah,
because he's also running around with
Frank build Moonlight Race.
Yeah, and Dark Knight or Slave Knight Gale's crossbow. Which it obviously is a kind of repeat thing, but it was such a wait, what?
Why are you here this early?
What's happening? He hit like a truck. Like it was just so unexpected. Like here's just a normal boss size person, like human, and he's gonna kick your teeth in. So for me, he's S tier, just because he's so.
I wasn't sure if to put him in S tier or A tier.
I think he'd be like the bottom of S tier.
Yeah. He's definitely a cool fight. I'll say that.
Red Bear.
Hold on. Before for the Black Knight, if I've done in PvP with that repeater and someone put sleep arrows on that thing, not fun.
Oh my.
Sleep arrows, bleed arrows, all of it. I hate it.
That's pretty epic, actually. So yeah, he's got a great weapon too. Yeah. All right.
I'll be honest, the other two kind of suck.
I will say Red Bear is lame sauce because he has no reach.
He has no reach. So you can, the moveset's really predictable.
Yeah, any big weapon, you can just keep him at bay and he's boring. Yeah.
So I'd say D tier, C tier.
Yeah, I don't think he's like F as far as like just awful, but he's not interesting. Dancer of Rana.
I say C tier. She's just. I mean, yeah, she was spinny, like kind of dancing like a moveset, but it just wasn't
right. So okay, our next one then, Chief Bloodfiend. Did you ever find this one?
Chief Bloodfiend. Oh.
This was over in the Cerulean Coast. You had to just go through a weird path because I only did it because I was hunting down some Scattertree fragments and I kept going. And it's basically the queen from the base game. The queen already on this. No, the demi-human queen.
Yeah, there's a demi-human queen on this list.
Where?
It's slower.
Okay, hang on. Let's scroll down a little bit. What are you talking about?
Fairly certain there was one I saw. Oh no. Yeah, demi-human queen Murray.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, so that's what I'm thinking of. Chief Bloodfiend. I don't remember who that is then.
Let me.
Yeah, where did we fight that at? It's funny, like we played this and we still just don't know some of these names because sometimes you just blaze through it.
Oh, it's the weird Moog giants. It's the weird giant that does blood and stuff.
Oh,
I kind of remember fighting him.
Yeah, you have to go through the room that's full of
blood and stuff.
Those goobers making like a sacrifice, and then you fight him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's really like a really weak version of Moog.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. It was interesting. It was B.
Yeah, but he was just kind of there.
Yeah. Nothing bad. Commander Gaius.
F tier. Hate him.
F tier. You know what? I'm not going to question either.
I hate him.
That was a frustrating fight for no good reason, and it really just ticked me off too.
He was tanky. He did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
His hitbox wasn't always correct. His attacking hitbox was really annoying.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, I did not like that one at all. Count Ymir. So you have to do quest line stuff for him. And he's a PvP type fight. You're looking that one up too, because I'm like, I don't know what that is.
No, Count Ymir?
No, I know, but the one you're
the next one, yeah.
Yeah. Count Ymir. I like Count Ymir fight.
I enjoyed it. It's literally you're fighting a spellcaster build, but with new spells.
Yeah. And it was just fun because man, he hit like a truck.
Oh yeah.
He was easy to hurt once you got to him, but
even then when he had that one like finger
when he cast spells on you though,
it's gonna hurt.
It hurt. I'm an A tier at least.
Yeah, I can do A tier.
Okay. What is Curse Blade Labyrinth?
It's those weird thingies that do the weird stance that have the curved blades.
Aha, I figured.
And
I hate those always.
So I could do D tier.
D tier.
I wouldn't do F tier.
Yeah. It was at least a new fight, but just really obnoxious because you couldn't poise break them hardly ever. Death Knight version 1.
So there's two of them. They just have different weapons.
What was the Death Knights? When did we fight them?
They're just in the caves or the.
Oh, they're like the ends of the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'd say C tier. They were just kind of there.
Yeah.
They were flashy.
I want to put it in front of the dancer though. Yeah. So I'm always about good. I vaguely remember. Oh no, I do remember. Them things would hit like a truck sometimes.
Yeah.
Good
I like
grief.
That they had the Ghost Flame Cape that we weren't able to get.
Yeah.
So there's actually 2 Deathrite birds on this list.
Really?
Yes. Is
it on purpose or because?
There's one and there's a buffed one.
Okay.
The buffed one is the one down in Coast.
No, it says the buffed right there. Where's the other one?
It should be somewhere.
Correct.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it.
No clue then.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh.
Deathrite Bird buffed. Wasn't there only one Deathrite Bird?
There might have only been one.
I think there was. Okay. I didn't like this fight because it was just.
It was another Death Bird.
Yeah, it was just Deathrite Bird. And we already fought like 3 or 4 in the base game.
The reason I don't like this fight is because the stupid birds all around it would just come and just be
it's obnoxious. D tier.
Yeah.
Not an F as in like terrible, but it's just boring because we've already had that fight, and you're like, I want new.
I could do the same thing with the
Demi-Human Queen Mariga, exactly.
Same thing.
Actually, I'll be honest. It wasn't even a hard fight either.
No.
So I'm kind of F tier.
I wouldn't put it in F tier, but
okay,
it's just there.
Yeah, it's just there. Demi-Human Swordmaster owns.
I'll put him in A tier. I love Lil Yoda.
I do too. I mean, I'll be honest. I could go to S tier with him because they're just funny. And then you get it as a summon. But you want A tier?
Summon isn't really that good.
No,
because he's not as evadable. Like he can't evade as much.
Yeah.
But I like how he was like, "Hey, you want to see this really cool trick I learned from Millennia?"
Right. And it was just fun. It was fun. It was neat. I agree. Dancing Beast, Dancing Lion.
Which one? We're the only one on this list.
It's just the one.
There's two you fight.
Who's the second?
Down, up in the Bud area.
Yeah.
There's a second one that you can go fight.
Really?
And that one has Death Blight. the big eye creature set.
Show me, man. I've missed some things apparently.
This is where I thought, because originally that's where I thought a boss was.
Yeah.
And it was. It's not the boss I thought it was.
Yeah. Interesting. I'll be honest. I thought that was a great intro to the DLC.
Freaky.
Yeah, it was. But it was hard and challenging, but interesting.
And I think there's 3 phases where there's regular.
I didn't stay on him very long, so I just.
And then there's lightning.
Okay.
Like he has different elements.
Just a change, and those are better phase type concepts. That you're just changing types.
I'd say
try to be more effective.
A tier, B tier.
I'm in an A or an S. So if you want A,
him in S.
Okay, that's fair.
S, I say for the best.
I'm gonna put him in front of Demi-Human. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Falling Star Beast buffed.
It's just a regular Falling Star Beast.
Correct.
It's D tier like all the other.
F?
Not F.
F?
I'm putting him with the other copies.
Okay, he'll at least be harder than Mariga.
Yeah.
But
this one you can put in F tier.
Furnace Golem? When did we have it as a boss?
It wasn't.
So why is it on here? Somebody just put it on here. That's funny. Okay.
Because, I don't know.
Everything about them as a concept, they are a boss just out in the main game, basically. So I'll give it that at least. I just didn't. We have to jump a lot. We have to jump a lot. Yeah. To me, it's a C tier because it's something very different.
I get it. It's different. It's just. But it was more of a pain to do it than.
I agree.
Oh, I'm ready to fight this.
I agree.
It was just like, oh, I have to poise break it, or I have to throw the pots in it, run away, so I can either craft more pots.
Yeah.
Or
did it get old? Die. Yes.
Yeah.
The first 2 times or so fighting it, I love the challenge of it and stretching. I would be bottom of C tier if
I can do C tier.
Okay.
I just didn't enjoy it.
Fair
it was just kind of boring.
Fair enough. Okay, Ghost Flame Dragon version 1 and version 2. I don't remember.
Version 1 is probably the one in the lake.
Right.
And the version 2 is probably the one
fighting all the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just put them together. They're basically the same thing.
They're just kind of boring.
They're dragons.
Yeah.
Plus, this doesn't even have that dragon we fight at the very beginning of the game down in the little pond area.
Doesn't it?
I don't think so.
Jagged Peak Drake, I think.
No, that would be the 2 dragons fighting each other. That's who that is. Because only one of them's the boss. Yeah, it's just missing that one. I don't know why. So, okay. They were fine. They were cool.
I mean, there was a cool.
But they're dragons again.
But
how many dragons have we fought? Right.
And I'm upset that we didn't get a buffed version of the incantation you get. Because all the other dragons do.
Yeah, that's true.
This one we just got regular.
Are we kind of at a D tier then?
Yeah. They were just kind of they're not. They're just copy paste.
They're better than Curseblade Labyrinth because Labyrinth's stupid.
Yeah.
Deathblight Bird's better than Labyrinth.
Fair.
Falling Star Beast though, no.
Golden Hippo.
Golden Hippo. It's fine.
It wasn't bad. It was a cool new concept of just because you fight the hippos randomly, and this one's just like, I'm a porcupine.
Yeah, he was super crazy. It's fun. It's different. I wasn't expecting a hippo.
Yeah.
B tier?
Yeah. Bottom B tier probably. Actually above Chief Blood.
That's fair. Why did we put him in B tier?
I don't remember. I think he's C tier. He was just kind of
boring. He's C tier.
Because you fight a lot of him, just this one has more health.
Yeah. Jagged Peak Drake. This is the two dragons fighting each other. The drakes, sorry. And one's an actual boss, and the other's just a regular. And it's more just the cinematic of it is really cool, but it is just basically
another dragon.
Another dragon.
I'd say B tier just because cinematically it's good.
Yeah.
I could do C tier just because it's just another dragon.
Right. I agree. Okay, I don't remember this as a boss.
I do.
The Lamenter?
It's the thing where you get the item where your head goes in. And he disappears, makes everything dark, and then there's like 50 of them.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I found him more of a nuisance.
I like that fight, though.
I thought it was good.
It was so different.
Cool concept.
Yeah.
It was just annoying because I thought, are you it?
Right.
Are you it?
No. And that just totally different. I A tier for me, but
I had high B tier.
High B tier?
Because I just found him annoying. I'll be like, come back here.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't
put him probably later.
Who?
Mesmer. Like at the end.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. We're fine. We're kind of running out of bosses. Okay, let's do the bears first.
Yeah.
Ravla, the Great Red Bear, and Lugalia, the Great Red Bear.
Different ones?
Yes. There are two bears. I have the bear headset because
that's the one I have.
Bear. Okay, and then I fought the other one over in the Rua down below it. They're bears. They growl at you, so they do have a ranged attack. Yay. Bears.
Yeah.
C tier.
C tier, D tier. It was
D tier.
More bears.
Yeah, bears.
Put them. The red bears down there. All the bears down.
The bears. Okay.
The mother of fingers.
Let's go Tree Sentinel times 2 buff. We'll try to knock out some of these.
Leave the good ones for last.
Yeah, the last few.
Tree Sentinels. Again, Tree Sentinels copy paste.
It was
literally the 2 Tree Sentinels that you fight as a boss in the regular game.
But it's actually easier because you can separate these two out.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed seeing them again and kicking their butts again, but they were tougher. But yet they weren't because we already knew their movesets. C tier, D tier? Yeah. I agree, it's C tier. They're just redone.
Then
I'm kind of shocked how many we've got at D tier, dude.
Okay, how many of them are copy pastes?
Right.
That's the only problem.
That's true. Jorai Elder Inquisitor.
F tier. I hated this.
Who is that?
It's the dude that summons a bunch of stuff in that small area that throws the golden arcs at you. To get into the frenzied flame.
We're missing a boss fight in here.
Who?
The gank fight. With all the people that get summoned. We'll just have to talk about it. So don't forget that one. But I vaguely remember him.
This was the gank fight.
Not this one.
No, it was another one, though.
Yeah. Yeah, not as memorable to me as the other one.
Hey, you use a mimic tier? Okay, here, I'm using 5.
Right. So what's that for you?
F tier. I hated that boss.
I'm going to at least put my foot down on that and just say it was new.
You used Blasphemous Blade, I don't like it.
Maybe. I might have.
That's what you did. I thought you did. I watched you do it.
I would say it's at least C tier because it's something new. You might get annoyed at it, but it was at least challenging. And different. And
it wasn't that it was challenging. It was a gank fight.
Oh, I remember that fight. Yeah. Because then that was the first real big intro to the really large guys go. It made me laugh, but it was challenging because
I had 5 people. No, it was 6 people attacking me. There was him. He summoned 2 little dudes. Yeah. 4 little dudes. Yep. 2 on each side and a big dude.
So I'm saying C tier, dude.
Put him in D tier, and I'll call it good. High D tier. I hated him. He was so stupid.
Okay. All right.
Despise that boss.
That's funny.
I don't need a gank fight.
Real quick, let's talk about the big gank fight where you have to fight the characters from the game that for some reason they didn't put on their list here.
I say A tier.
It's easily A tier for me too.
It was a good fight.
So good.
Really enjoyable. I like how you were able to summon multiple people.
Yeah, you have people too. And it was goofy and silly and interesting because it's like, okay, we're all vying for this power in this fight, and we need to battle it out to find out. Really good. Yeah, high A tier easily. I think it was better than Count Ymir in a way. Definitely better than the Divine Beast.
Yeah.
But, okay. So we're down to mostly the big stuff. Yeah, let's just go down this list because otherwise we're going to try to pick our lowest rated and move up, and that would be bad. Mesmer the Impaler.
S tier.
S tier?
I'm fine with that. I know you didn't get to fight him like fully.
Yeah, I did.
I did, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, just the snake concept was really cool. And his phase 2 in a way makes sense because he's getting desperate and he plucks out his eye to use for more power. I'm like, you know what? That's a phase 2 that I can get behind because he's actually injuring himself to gain the power.
It would have been funny if we just saw the health bar go down a little bit. Just what happened?
You're like, okay. All right. Meter, Mother of Fingers.
A tier for me. Not S tier. I really enjoyed the fingy people. I thought it was funny.
We're going to have a problem here.
You don't like that boss? Why? Is it because of the quest line? Which is fair, but
no.
Is it because it's creepy?
Yeah.
There's a lot of creepy bosses.
This is on a whole different level of creepy.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
I'm sorry, when phalanges are coming at me for a boss fight constantly,
he summons little ones that crawl.
Exactly, it gets worse.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like, what if you just had a spider boss and that's all you had, and there was just more spiders and more spiders, and this is that, but with fingers. Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll be honest, like, it was F tier to me because it was just weird.
F tier? Really?
You couldn't stun the stupid thing half the time, and it was
You couldn't stun the thing half the time.
Shut up.
I could.
No, it's
I loved it. It was like very beautiful area with a really creepy boss in it.
Yeah. I didn't want to get held by those fingers. And I was multiple times.
I loved that boss. That was so much fun.
It was gross.
That's what made it great. It was just a giant finger thing that had fingers everywhere.
That's terrible. Everything about what you just said was awful.
I found it so stupid that it was funny and amazing to me. Okay, what'd you think of the attacks of it?
Don't know. Too busy looking at the fingers. Couldn't see anything past the fingers. The fingers were all that I could exist around because they just kept coming at me with fingers. Fingers! More fingers!
I love this boss, I'll be honest.
At best for me, it's a B tier because it was at least new, but it was creepy as crap. I did not like this boss.
So you don't like it because of its design?
Yes! I'm sorry. We've had the twin fingers, we've had the 3 fingers, and now we have the finger fingers. Fingers on fingers on fingers.
Mother fingers.
No!
It's mother fingers.
Yeah!
She makes more fingers.
It's gross.
There's a lot of them.
She poops some things out.
Her face is
It's wrong. Exactly. Everything about this is wrong.
I love this boss.
Super wrong.
It's amazing.
I don't think you've justified this. You've grossed everything out.
Yeah.
Gross.
And that's what's amazing about it.
I am saying it's at best around the golden hippo.
How could you?
Easily. That's how I could.
I could override you.
Go ahead. Override.
I will override it for this.
You're overriding it?
Yeah.
Okay, where's it going?
I'll put it in high A tier.
We can't override each other's override. That's fine. Okay. I'll let you take it.
I love this boss.
High A tier? Okay. Yeah. All right. Putrescent Knight before you get to St. Trina. It looks like something out of Bloodborne.
You're going to override my bail. What's wrong with Bale, huh? What do you not like about Bale?
We're not there yet. We're at Putrescent Knight.
No, we're here now.
No, what's wrong with Bale? Putrescent Knight. We'll get there. All right, Putrescent Knight.
I didn't like this boss.
It was just whatever to me. I don't.
It was really annoying because he'd attack me, get off his horse. Then I had 2 things attacking me. I'm just like,
yeah, his horse is creepy. It just felt like something out of Bloodborne, which I'm not.
That's fair.
I'm not sad by that, but it was just like, wait, this is a little out of place.
It was guarding St. Trina too.
Yeah.
But you love St. Trina.
So shut up. It's a new fight at least, so I would say it's better than any of the duplicate kind of fights.
I'd say
it's
C tier, B tier maybe.
Yeah, I'd say maybe B tier.
It's a good boss. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
Meh.
Okay. I'd say the bottom of B tier maybe.
Yeah, I could do that.
Just because it was creepy and different. Not creepy like the finger boy.
Rolana.
Yeah, Rolana. I really liked it. It was beautiful.
I was going to say high A tier, low S tier.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was Miyazaki always got to do it. Put a faith or a dex female built into the game.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah, it did. And you even called it to me and was like, it feels like Pawn of Sullivan's back. And I'm like, I get that. And it is. It's fun. Not quite the most epicness of Pawn of Sullivan duplicating himself randomly. No. You're like, oh, crap.
She has the moons instead.
Yeah, the double twin moon. You're like, what?
She hits the moon once, hits it again, and then it's like, you know what? Let's be fun. I'll hit myself into the ground.
Yeah.
And you can't dodge out of it. You get hit by one, you're getting hit by all.
Yeah. It's like crazy. Really cool. Really cool. I like that fight a lot. I didn't spend a whole lot of time in there, which was kind of sad because it just seemed pretty memorable. But yeah. All right. Romina, Saint of the Bud. So 2 centipede heads with a person's body in the middle.
But actually, no, it's not the heads. One's a tail, one's a head.
Sure. Finger boy.
I can't say much about that one. Face is the finger.
Yeah. Ugh. I really liked it because once you understood that if you were in close, there was way less that you had to worry about until the spell started, and that was about it.
It was okay for me.
Yeah.
I didn't really find it like easy or challenging.
Right.
It was just kind of there.
Okay.
And it's weird that I was guarding like a sacred thing too.
Right.
Which I was just like, why are you here?
Yeah, we had to burn the thing after that. I just appreciated it that this was the Guardian, and it was different and challenging, and Scarlet Rot that's crazy. Anytime a boss is casting Scarlet Rot on you, I'm like, dang, we're not playing around right now.
That's the thing, it just didn't feel that hard.
No.
But I mean, like, I had the Scarlet Rot heal.
But also it had the beautiful butterfly spells that would go off cool too.
I saw that. It was really pretty, but it just didn't feel.
It just felt like a cinematic fight to me too.
Yeah.
It was more not crazy challenging, but gave me a good test of things, but also was just cool to see. And then sometimes how close I would get to killing it, and then it would do something random, and then I would get too greedy and get knocked and die. It was like, oh man. So at the very least, I would say S tier, but
I'll say A tier.
Okay. Show.
You can put it in front of the fingers.
That's right. All right, Erdtree avatar. So it is the avatar of the Shadow Erdtree or the Erdtree. I personally love this fight. It is I don't know, something about it just really made me happy.
I thought it was the weapon. That's what made you happy.
The weapon afterwards, yes, but just it was challenging, and it did things I wasn't expecting. It had multiple phases, but it really wasn't, because it was just basically the same fight still. So it was more about you just memorizing the basics and then going and having fun. I appreciate that.
I did not like that part, I'll be honest. I didn't like that it was like, oh, I have to fight the thing 3 times, and it's the exact same pretty much. Right. I thought it was a good fight, but if they just made it one giant health bar, I probably would have been fine.
Yeah. I also appreciated, too, that it was different than the Erdtree avatars.
Oh, yeah.
Because we fought those multiple times in the DLC again. I was like, not again. Because they're not hard. Once you know what you're doing, it's not hard at all to kill on things. But this thing was just different, and I love the idea of a sunflower instead of...
I like that it had a giant crit spot.
That's true. Where would you put this?
A tier.
Okay.
I could put it anywhere in A tier. I wouldn't put it in S tier, but I understand if you do want it in
I will use my vote. My one vote.
Put it in S tier?
Yes. I am. That's what I was saving it for. Yeah, I know. You were all nervous. I was like, there's nothing to be nervous about.
Better than Mesmer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I like beating up on a tree.
I mean, yeah, you didn't get the full Mesmer fight, but really?
True. Mesmer just annoyed me sometimes with some of his AoE shenanigans in a way, and the snake was... I'm sure I could have figured it out, but man, it was crazy. It was cool, but it was crazy.
I killed it too fast.
Yeah, you did. All right, Bale the Dread. S tier.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite boss fight, but I'm totally fine with you taking that. It is beautiful in a cinematic concept, and plus he's just a fat dragon. He got some heft to him.
Also, Egon in this fight.
Yeah,
it's just beautiful.
Yep, his yelling is hilarious.
Curse you, bam!
All right, Our next one is Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame.
Also S tier for me.
I agree.
I love this boss. Very well designed. It's going when it goes into second phase. It's not that it's much stronger during it, but it changes the arena to like completely on fire.
Yeah. It just it is. It's cinematic, and I love that you start fighting this old man that's been stabbed all the way through, and then you beat that really easily, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's not really the fight. This was just the intro to how disturbed this whole mansion is. Yeah. And I was like, I appreciate that. So
it is designed for it.
Are we good with putting this at the very top?
Yeah, easily.
I agree.
Probably my favorite boss in the game.
Yeah.
The only one that I call second is probably Bale.
Yeah.
Just because Bale's really good, it's amazing. But that one is just very well choreographed. Just great.
Yeah. It was just like a barely bigger human type enemy.
Always the human size that are scary.
They make more of an interesting challenge, and the hitboxes make more sense. And you get into
he was swift. Like it wasn't that he was like super quick. He was like flowing.
Yeah, but yet he would still give you some time to hit him in between,
and he'd also be like, "You know what? I'm gonna hit you."
Yeah, it was cool. It was really good. It just felt balanced in a good way.
The only thing that upsets me about this is the stuff you get for beating him.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the sword sucks, and the incantation is even worse.
Yep. Nothing great there, but just his fight itself, man. If they ever buff those things, amazing. And lastly, we have the boss of the entire thing, Radon.
We could separate him. I wish we could separate the two phases.
Right, that's from the phases.
Yeah, because phase one,
and it's a mess.
Phase one's really good, well choreographed. There's no like stupid anything. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'll tell you later.
Phase one, I really enjoy. Other than the part where you walk in and he's immediately like, "I'm attacking you now."
Yeah, that's annoying. I hate that.
You can't summon. You don't get nothing.
Even original Radon would give you a few seconds before the arrows got to you, or the arrow shot.
He's like, "No, I'm spinning at you now."
Yeah, ridiculous. So your normal, I have a second to summon. No, you don't.
Second phase though.
It was such a frustrating fight. The start, not terrible. He's just super tough. And you're like, okay, this is a balanced fight between warriors. We're talking more, maybe some gravity magic ish, and mostly it's swords.
Yeah,
we're gonna fight back and forth, and then phase two is just, and it's not even phase two. It's phase 1.75. What I mean by that is
you don't get halfway through.
Yeah, you don't get halfway through. It's a third of the health. Third of the health, and it's already gone. And it's like, why? Why? And it's just overpowered AoE bullcrap shenanigans that you can't do as a player in that same way.
Yeah.
Because the spells that actually do that do like no damage.
Yeah, his do a lot. Like he's like this thing with Gale. You could at least dodge through it. This thing, it's like because it had like that second hit to it. This is just
Gale who?
Not Gale. Dark Souls 3.
Okay, that Gale.
Gale like
save that Gale.
Yeah. He'd swing and his cape would hit as well.
Right.
But you could dodge through those.
Right.
These, it's just attacks and then a bunch of lights.
Yeah.
It just attacks you.
And again, I mean, Gale is another phase 2, or did he have 3 phases?
3.
Did he?
Yeah.
I know at one point he like absorbs the blood of other people.
Technically, yes.
It's crazy.
Because he has his regular second part where he gets stronger, and then the lightning and everything.
Yeah. Anyway, just this wasn't fun. It was not fun. I did not enjoy that fight.
Not even like, yeah, it's the hardest boss in the game right now, and at least Millennia was fun. Like I could say, like Millennia was hard, and I enjoyed it. But this one is just it's hard, not a fun way. Like Dark Souls 2. You could say Dark Souls 2 is hard, but not a fun way.
Yeah, Millennia tested you and your patience, endurance, and skill. Radon, that second phase, and I'm sure people are going to be like, no, you just got to get good and do this and this and this.
You want to know the main ways for people to beat Radon right now?
Right.
Either one, the lightning thing, or shield poke.
Just poke at him from behind.
You have the giant shield, and you get a spear or whatever, and you just poke him and status him. And that's the main way of beating him right now.
Yeah.
Melania, it was mostly katanas and trying to dodge and attack her when you had a chance. Yeah. This time it's just wait there while he attacks you, poke him randomly, and keep doing that for the most of the time.
Boring.
Like, it's not a, skill issue, you're bad kind of thing. It's more of a, I made this boss hard, not for fun.
Right. And it's just hard for the sake of hardness instead of balanced difficulty.
Because he was hard in the first phase.
Yeah.
Like, I was okay. I was like, this is a hard boss to fight. He's doing good. He's, like, this is Prime Radon. And then second is just like, here's Prime Radon, but
he's like a bad version of the Lothric princes from Dark Souls 3. Yeah. And those were already kind of annoying. Especially phase 2.
Teleporting.
Yeah, teleporting bullcrap shenanigans.
And he does that. He does the... So I figured out, when he's up in the sky and sending like multiple of him at you, you have to run, and the last one you have to dodge. Because you can't dodge the first few, because the next one will just hit you. So you have to run to the side, and then the very last one you have to dodge, otherwise it hits you.
Right. And so now we just need to get to the simple answer here. Where does he go?
I put him in F tier, just because I did not like this boss, and like I had to resort to pretty much cheesing him by doing those stupid strats just to beat him.
Right. So is he below Gaius for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he is for me too, because Gaius at least was beatable. He was obnoxious as crap and frustrating, but at least you could understand some of the stuff. Whereas Radon's second phase, you just go, what am I experiencing? I can dodge roll away from the spell. Oh crap, there's 3 other parts of the spell that's going on behind it.
And the light. And one thing about like his transition into third phase,
right?
His meteor attack, at least in the Railer thing, you can see it when it's gonna hit.
Right.
This one is just like done.
Yeah. It just doesn't feel very good. I hope they fix that a little bit and make it a little less ridiculous.
Like, I know it's a Souls game; it's meant to be hard. We've been playing the other Souls games. We know what.
But there's difficult. The problem is, okay, so Moog in the base game, you didn't have to ever beat him. He was a side boss. That's why he was difficult, and you didn't matter. But then the DLC came out, and now he matters to get to the DLC at all. Melania, you don't have to fight her.
No.
That's the thing. They always reserve some of the hardest fights behind these hidden areas. Like, I think that's a good idea. Whereas this is the main boss of the DLC. Like, you have to beat this to get through the DLC and see the end of it.
That's what I liked about Bale. He was...
Yeah. You don't have to fight him.
You can completely skip that bottom area.
Yes. And that's just it. Like, that's frustrating that they would make the final boss that hard, and you have to get through it to get through the DLC. That's not good. Not good. And he's that bad of a boss fight.
And the stuff you get from it as well isn't that good either. Great. Like, you get Radon's swords. You can get 2 different ones. They're also not that good. Right. And the incantation you get is terrible.
I remember what the incantation was.
So you know that thing he does at the beginning of his second phase, where he goes up and he does the light thing?
Vaguely.
Like a giant pillar of light, giant explosion, and then a bunch of... It's like that, but you choose where it goes.
Oh.
It does that, does no damage. Even in PvP, it does no damage.
Why? Does no damage? That doesn't make sense.
Like, not 0 damage, but like...
Just next to nothing.
And then the second part of it, it has a bunch of little raindrops, or like pillars of light, that follow wherever you're attacking, that also do no damage.
Weird. And that doesn't impact the rating of the boss fight itself, but just it's frustrating when you get done. You're like, not only was it a bad boss fight, but I didn't get anything.
You get a cool crown.
Yeah. Woo! It increases your stats for Faith, Arcane, and Intelligence by 1.
Yeah, by 1. It's pretty though.
When it said slightly increases them, it wasn't kidding.
There's also the emo. You get the...
Yeah. Woo. So anyway.
Really, I was happy with the rewards from my friends that died.
Right.
Radon.
Right, that's true. Yeah, their rewards are way better from Ansbach and Tholier. For real. Yeah, so I think that's a good place to end because obviously that's all of our bosses, and we did rate even the crazy funny gank fight. That was 8th here, right?
Yeah.
Anything else we need to adjust? We're good.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
The thing with D tier though is most of those are copy pastes.
Yeah, and we're just we didn't want.
It's not that they're bad; it's just copy paste.
I'm ready to fight new things, and the Ghost Flame Dragon is different, but not because it's still just a dragon. It's just changing what
instead of using Scarlet Rot or lightning or fire
or ice
or magic or whatever.
Yeah.
Technically, it does use ice.
Is that what it is?
It uses magic and ice because that's what goes. Wait,
gotcha.
No, ice and fire and magic. I don't know. It's some of those three.
So yeah, what do you think of our rating of the bosses? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been fun to talk through these, and thank you, Blaine. A blast. We've been excited to do this. With you. Yeah, this was good.
Now we got to rate all the weapons.
I've been Cody from the Keepers Nerd. Like, share, and subscribe.